Anti-Semitic attack is an assault on all of us. It's an assault on humanity. It will require all of us working together to extract the hateful poison of anti-Semitism from our world. This was an anti-Semitic attack at its worst. The scourge of anti-Semitism cannot be ignored, cannot be tolerated, and it cannot be allowed to continue. We can't allow it to continue. It must be confronted and condemned everywhere it rears its very ugly head. We must stand with our Jewish brothers and sisters to defeat anti-Semitism and vanquish the forces of hate. That's what it is. Through the centuries, the Jews have endured terrible persecution, and you know that. We've all read it, we've studied it, they've gone through a lot. And those seeking their destruction, we will seek their destruction. Now, when you have crimes like this, whether it's this one or another group, we have to bring back the death penalty. They have to pay the ultimate price. They have to pay the ultimate price. They can't do this. They can't do this to our country. We must draw a line in the sand and say very strongly, never again.
Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. All right, so as you see here, it says Trump plans to bring back firing squads, group executions if he retakes White House. Okay, now as you saw in the little clip that I posted in the beginning, Trump just flat out, basically saying that, in order to stop, anti-Semitism, he wants to, bring back, the executions, beheadings, and firing squads and things like that. And this is just, more prophecy that's speaking, that the scriptures was talking about, that there will be certain men, of the elect that has to, be put to death. But, that's just as a testimony, all right, for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, okay? And as the scriptures say, it says, precious are the death of his saints, okay? And, who knows, the Lord may have it to where you may not feel it, because a lot of miracles is going to come in that day as well, all right? Some are going to have to die, but the majority are not going to die, okay? So let's go read a little bit of this. So it says the former president wants to expand the use of the death penalty and expand the federal government's options for carrying out death sentences. And this is if he gets back in office. Okay. Now it says specifically Trump has talked about bringing back death by firing squad, by hanging, and according to two other sources, possibly even by guillotine. You see? So that's in the scriptures, man. That's in Revelation. All right. Which I'm gonna get that. All right, so it's Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10. So it says, I'm going to start at 7. All right, so it says, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. To him that overcometh will I give to eat of the tree of life, which is in the midst of the paradise of the Most High. It says, and unto the angels of the church in Smyrna, it says, right. It says, these things saith the first and the last, which was dead and is alive. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. Okay. So the Lord says he knows our tribulation and our poverty. And who's in tribulation and poverty? The Israelites. Are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans? But here it says that we're rich. And how are we rich? Okay, you can go in the book of Proverbs, and it talks about that this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is riches, all right? is riches, and nothing can be compared, nothing tangible, all right, such as physical riches and all the things in this earth can compare unto it. Okay. And it's basically those are the riches, all right, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And it says, and I know the blasphemy, all right, which is a lie. It says, of them which say they are Jews and are not. It says, but are the synagogue of Satan. All right, and we already know who that is. All right, those are small hats. All right, the ones that America and these elites keep trying to protect. And the reason why they're doing this is because they're losing grips on their kingdom. All right, nobody's believing in their narrative. People are picking up on their BS, and now they're trying to scare the people. All right, by putting people to death, man. All right. So it says, verse 10, it says, fear none of those things. All right. So we're not to fear, although it will be a scary time. Not saying you're going to be, just 100% without fear, but, of course it's going to be a scary time, but fear as in, to the point where you're going to lose your mind. All right. And not be able to think rationally. Okay. In those times, who's going to be in that type of predicament? All right. 2/3 of our people. And of course, the rest of these people as well. Why? Because they lack faith. All right. They don't believe in Yahweh Shema Shai. They believe on Jesus and these other gods. And their whole life, all right, is projected towards, this world. Okay. They don't have any faith. They don't have hope in anything but this place, America. Okay. So it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Okay. So yeah, we're going to go through things. We're going to suffer for a little bit. Okay. But it says, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. Okay. And who's the devil? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. So he's the devil. All right. It's point blank period, man. It's right in front of your face. Okay. The scripture's not going to straight up say, oh, the white man's the devil. No, you got to put the pieces together. Because if it was that obvious, they would have been burning Bibles. They would have been getting rid of this truth a long time ago. Okay, the scriptures called this book a mystery. All right, this is a mystery. All right, and now that the mystery has been revealed, unto the prophets, and they're teaching it. Okay, now we know who the devil is. Okay, it's Esau, Edom. It says, shall cast some of you into prison. Because who owns the prisons? Esau, Edom. They're in rulership. It says that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days, which means for a particular amount of time. It says, be thou faithful unto death. So yeah, the worst thing that can happen to you is what? Death. Okay. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. So expect the worst, but hope for the best. That's the mindset that you need to have, but also have faith. Okay. Have faith, be faithful unto death. It says, and I will give thee a crown of life. You see that? So let's go back here to this article. Okay, so it says Trump has floated these ideas while discussing planned campaign rhetoric and policy desires, as well as disdain for President Biden's approach to crime. Okay, so in other words, this whole presidential election and all that stuff, it's all a show, man. It's all a stage. They're just set up to be the face of rulership, so to speak. But behind closed doors, these elites are the main ones pulling the strings. So everybody pretty much hates Joe Biden, and everybody wants Trump back. Meanwhile, he's planning on bringing this back. Okay, which also is going to bring in more even more draconian laws of freedom of speech, what you can say, what you can and can't do. All right, they can put the death penalty on certain other things as well. Okay, aside from just this truth alone. All right, so basically they're drifting the people into more so what do they call it? Into what they think will be the safer option. Okay, which will just put the people in more restraints, so to speak. Safety for restraints. Okay, so that's how it is, man. Okay, so they're gonna let me see. Let's see what else to say. Oh yeah, this right here. It says The former president, if re-elected, is still committed to expanding the use of federal death penalty and bringing back banned methods of executions. Says the source says, it says he has even one of the sources recounts mused about televising footage of executions. And this also reminds me of a movie. I forgot what it was called, but it was a movie where these prisoners that would get put on an island, all right, and they were being televised. Okay, they couldn't leave the island, or they were like guards that were surrounding the island in case anyone tried to escape, and they would gun them down if they did. And they were basically televising it. They were showing them on footage, from offshores, in America. Okay, as a TV, people were watching it, laughing at it and things like that. So it's basically coming into reality. Okay, these movies aren't just for your entertainment. Okay, they're showing you what they're getting ready to bring. And lo and behold, it's exactly what he's doing. Okay, so it says including showing condemned prisoners in the final moments of their lives. And yeah, just like that movie, which I forgot what it was called, but people were dying, getting beat to death, shot, and various other things like that on that island. And it was being televised for the world to see in America. All right. So, persecution is coming. All right. Like we've been saying over and over and over. Okay. So we got this here. All right. Let's get Revelations 12 and 12. All right. So it says, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have a short time. So yeah, they speeding these things up. It's just coming out of nowhere. It's like every day it's always something, man. These spirits are turning up on it. That's on these people. A lot of people dying, killing each other. Okay. So this devil, he's pissed off. So yeah, he has great wrath because he's losing his grips. All right, on his narrative. Okay, and ultimately his kingdom. All right, so let's get to Revelation chapter 20. All right, in verse 4, it says, and I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded, okay, for the witness of Yahushua, all right, and for the word of the Most High, okay. It says, and which has not worshipped the beast, all right, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, all right, which goes into the MOTB, all right, that darn device they want to put in you, okay. It says, or in their heads, or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with a Mashiach 1,000 years, okay. But ultimately, the elect that do get beheaded, they're going to be right with Yahushua, man, okay. They're going to come back. All right, they're not. All right, death is just a transition. Okay, now it's easier said than done. So to speak. Being put in that situation, but we understand it. All right, through the Spirit. That it's death is just a transition. It's not a miserable thing. Especially to us that have this knowledge. Okay, we have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. All right, and we understand these things, and we believe, we have faith in Yahweh Shema Shah. So even though we're gonna be a bit shooken up in that time compared to the average individual that's out here that don't have this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, they're gonna bug the hell out, and they're gonna take that device, man. Okay, in order to try to save their lives. Okay, and as the scriptures say, he that tries to save his life shall lose it, and he that loses his life shall gain everlasting life, so to speak, just paraphrasing. Okay. So we understand, what's coming. We understand what Yahweh Bashim Shah is fixing to do, what the prophecies say. And hey, we just got to prepare for it, and the worst thing that can happen is what you call death, which is a transition. Okay. And the brothers, and sisters or children, that gets put in that situation, man, you're going to be good. Okay. So, let's get this one. This is Salakia, Matter of fact, let's get um yeah, let's get this. This is Sirach chapter 39 and verse 30. Okay. So like let's start at verse 27. It says, all these things are good to the godly. It says, so to the sinners they are turned into evil. It says there be spirits that are created for vengeance. And that's what we're seeing every day. You know, these spirits that's on these people to kill their family members. You know, I'm just seeing that constantly, man. These people are bugging the hell out. Okay, so the Lord created these spirits of vengeance. It says, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. And who made them? Yahweh Shem Shah. Okay, and they were created to do the bidding of Yahweh Shem Shah to what? Appease his wrath. You know, it says, verse 29, fire and hell and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance. Okay, so we don't have nothing to worry about. You know, ultimately, you know, these things were created for the wicked, man. As it says here, verse 30, teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. You see? So there it is. It was made for the wicked, man. This was not created for the righteous. All right? And you got to have confidence in that. All right? And expect to be delivered, you know, expect to be delivered, you know, expect miracles. All right, the Lord's going to work in this day. Okay. So let's, I got one more thing I want to show you. All right. Which is here. All right. This Boondocks episode. Okay. It's called Jasmine's Lemonade Stand. And there's one particular part, that, I want to show you. Okay. Now this is this guy right here. I forgot what his name, Onceler. I think it was his last name. Onceler is basically this dirty, wicked, demonic Edomite. Okay, and basically what he basically screwing over Jasmine. All right, on this lemonade stand. She made that so she could buy a pony, right? And basically, this guy, he basically, you know, started up a business proposal, so to speak, and had her sign a contract. Okay, which is how Esau gets down. You know, very deceptive in his these contracts, and next thing you know, what, you end up in debt, or you end up in the worst position. You know, just like these rappers in the industry. Okay, so that's basically what happened to her. She ended up in debt, so to speak. You know, but he says something that I want to show you here. Okay, and I want y'all to listen.
It's supposed to be cute.
You think ignorance is cute? But damn it.
Squirm, little worm.
You hear that? He said, squirm, little worm. Okay, which nobody really understood that. All right, what he meant by that. But if you know the scriptures, you know that's in the scriptures, man. All right, who's the worm? All right, Jacob. Okay, which goes to show also as well is that, you know, our people are going to come out looking like other nations. All right, and this character right here, Jasmine, what, she has a so-called black man as a father and a so-called white woman as a mother. All right, which she's from the tribe of Judah. All right, she's an Israelite. All right, so he says, squirm, little worm. And you go here, Isaiah chapter 41, Salakia. All right, and we're going to start at, I'm going to start at verse 13. It says, for I, the Lord thy God, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not. It says, I will help thee. Fear not, thou worm Jacob. So you see, so that's exactly what he said in that show. And all right, and these elites doing that on purpose because they know who we are. All right, them people, them Hollywood producers and all that, they know that we're the Israelites, and they be basically poking fun and mocking, all right, you Israelites, man. In these TV shows, the movie, the music, okay, at your little concerts, all right, and things like that. That's what they do. It says, and ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer. All right, not for everybody, Israel, okay? Israelites, not the other nations. It says, the Holy One of Israel. It says, behold, I will make thee a sharp threshing instrument having teeth. Okay, which is going into what? Spiritual power. Okay, that's coming. It says, thou shalt thresh the mountains, which is what? Your governments, the governments and things like that, all right, of this world. It says, and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff. So yeah, man, the elect, when the Lord raised up this man with that spiritual power, they're going to wreck house, man. Okay. And it's going to be beyond what you see in your movies, in your animes, in your cartoons and things like that. It's going to be beyond these people's understanding, man. Okay, the scripture said what? I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument having teeth. So the Lord's going to make something new, all right, that the earth hasn't seen before, man. Okay, the Lord's going to put his men on a level, man. All right, so it says, verse 16, thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away, and the whirlwind shall scatter them, and thou shalt rejoice in the Lord, and shalt glory in the Holy One of Israel. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it on that, man. So you get the point. So the Lord is gonna be with us in that day, man. All right. So this time is coming. Just continue to keep your eyes on the news, man. Watch, okay, but have faith. All right, it's gonna get bumpy, which it will be. But hey, if we gotta die, so be it. Okay, die in Yahweh Shem Shai is an honorable thing. All right, but yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I hope this was edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakradash, and Shalom.